All right, folks, so we are going to continue shading. As you see, I've made some progress from the last time we left off. I only had some on the eye in and some of the forehead area in. The hair I kind of jumped to because my hair is very flat, but you really don't need to put a lot of the hair in right away. I kind of want you to wait, get all the facial tones in, and then work your way out. One thing you definitely have to do, make sure you have a paper towel or a piece of paper underneath your hand when you're working. Like so. You can just use a piece of paper, okay, and put it underneath your hand so you're not smudging all of this graphite all over your drawing. You're gonna work your way in with your tiny little circles or your directional value lines, and you're gonna kind of start laying in your value, okay? So you can kind of see, like here at the chin, I have it dark underneath the lip, dark at the edge of the chin, and then a little lighter in the middle. So that's kind of what I need to shoot for with my pencil. So as I'm shading here, you know, I can get in some darks and then some lights. And what I'm gonna use is my tortillon to blend off that transition, so make it a little more subtle, okay, from one area to the next. And if I need to, I think I kind of went a little dark there, I can use my kneaded eraser that I gave you and pull up some of that tone. Or you can use your regular eraser, your white cap eraser, if you need to get like a sharper area. So here I am, I'm just gonna lay my value in. I would get the whole area in first before I really started to use that tortillon. Just so I have everything kind of at the tones that I want, and then use the tortillon just to kind of smooth off those transitions and get those tones in. So if you see, you know, you could think, oh my gosh, it looks so dark, or I have a lot of value on this, but in all, you're comparing it to the white of the paper, which nothing in here is white of the paper. So nothing on here is as crisp and white as my paper. Everything has some kind of tone or value. So don't feel like anything is going to be purely white. Maybe behind the ear it'll be a little pure white. Maybe in the top left corner of my drawing, but nothing else, you know, should be purely white. Even then it should have some kind of a tone. So I'm shading this kind of in the direction of the chin. I'm not going straight across. I'm kind of trying to do it at an angle of the way the chin is developed. And then I have a very dark shadow here that comes up to the mouth and around here. You're gonna get that in. And then you have this shade here. There we go. And then I can use my tortillon and kind of go in and soften this transition just a touch. Real light. There we go. And if I feel like it's too dark and I should lighten an area or something, like maybe right here in the chin, you know, the kneaded eraser is fun. You can pull it and it gets rid of the lead. And then you can shape it to a tight edge. So if I need a fine point, I can just kind of go in and use it to get tighter areas and highlights, okay? You can use the edge of your white cap eraser. It does get dirty though, so you can use that as well. Same in the neck. I was trying to get all my values in on my neck. You know, I have this line here, and I'm gonna fade that out as well. And then I have kind of two tones, and then right where I had that line that divided it, I have to try to get a little bit lighter. Eraser there. So I'm gonna go really light with my pencil and get that tone in there. Okay. And then I'm gonna kind of try to do like a medium tone right here to break that up. There we go. Around the neck, around the neck. And I'll just use my tortillon to kind of go in and blend that seam a little bit between lights and darks. I think the edge is a little darker of this, so I have to go in with my pencil and darken this edge a little bit. Tertullian is not there to shade, it's there to blend the values a little bit so that it's not such a harsh edge, you know. So don't use this and start shading a whole area with it. It's not going to work out right. It's just going to look like a giant smudge. But you can use it and bring two values together like this. Here we go. Or fade out a line, because we're shading out all of our lines. You should not see an outline when we're done. Okay, a little bit in here. You don't need to do the whole thing, just sections. Okay, so I think I'm going to make this a little lighter here. Pull this out a little. A little bit lighter. There we go. And that's, you know, part of that. Put a little bit here. Go back. I can add a little more in if I went too light. Okay, and then just keep working through your drawing. This should be a lot darker, so I'm going to use my pencil, get in and get those dark tones in. And then this shirt's going to be so much lighter than that, so that's why it's good to get that tone in before you get the light in also. Okay? Alright, so just keep working through your shading and going back and forth using your tools and trying to fill this page with value. Okay, these are due June 1st.